Today I'm going to do an actual how-to video on my SnapTab. So all of my SnapTab files, the very first stitch out is already going to stitch out on the top layer of your SnapTab. So if you need a placement stitching, you're going to want to run that first stitching twice. The first one to know where you're going to lay it down, and then back up and do it again. If you don't need a placement stitching, and I usually don't, I put it on my 100 by 100 hoop and I go ahead and just lay a piece of vinyl down, then I only have to run that stitching once. So I'm going to go ahead and run the very first stitching of this particular SnapTab. Now typically what I end up doing is I go ahead and let it run as many stitches as it can, and I usually only put a stop on the very last stitching. So I have all of my numbers with my multi lined up. If you're doing a single needle, you'll have to switch out your colors. But with my multi needle, I have it all lined up and ready to go. Here on the screen, I have all my colors lined up. And as soon as it gets done with one step, it goes to the next step. And so I don't really have to watch it until it tells me that it's at the very last step. So if you have a multi needle, you can kind of just sit back and let the design stitch out until your final step. So I'm just going to let it do that. So once I get to the final step, so all of my design stitching is finished on this side, I'm going to flip my hoop over, and you're going to get a piece of whatever you want for your backing. I used 505 spray. Let's give it a little spritz on the back, and then take whatever vinyl that I want on the back or fleece or whatever you're going to use, and just lay this down, and you're going to do it right side up. That kind of sticks it there long enough for you to get it up underneath the machine. And then you're going to run that final stitch. After your final stitch out is done, here's your front, and your back just has the outline. And then we're going to take it off our hoop and trim around and cut it out. Okay, I got my SnapTab cut out. There's the front and the back. I trimmed them all up. And now you just need a set of snaps. I've already got one on my press, and your A-wall so that you can poke your holes here. And then I usually poke it down close to the design, but not too close before I fold it over. And then you are going to need a clasp to go in between those two. So I'm going to go ahead and use my press. You can use a one of these presses, or you can use actually the hand press as well if you don't have a snap press. So I'm going to go ahead and snap that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I got my snaps on there. Just make sure your buttons are facing the same direction, and then it really doesn't matter which way you put these. They just need to be able to snap together. And then I buy the D-ring with the clasp on here, and I get these from Amazon, so I will post the link to where I purchased those from. You just slip it on here, snap it together, and then it is ready to go on your bag or your planner, anything you want to clip it on. And you can do different kinds of clasps here at the top if you don't like the D-ring with the clasp. You could just do a D-ring, or there are other kinds of tops here. But that is how you make a SnapTab, really quick and easy. Most of the designs take less than 10 minutes to stitch out, so it's a really fun, quick project. Thanks for watching.